What's it like to spend a full, content day with your family in rural China? I was resting on the sofa when my phone rang. It was my daughter. She said summer vacation was almost over, and before school started again, she'd drive from the city to visit me with both kids. I sat straight up after hanging up, feeling both happy and a little reluctant to see the summer end. It had been so long since I saw the little ones. Since this was their last visit before school, I had to make a nice lunch. People of my generation don't usually say I love you out loud. We show love in quiet, simple ways, cooking more of your favorite dishes, packing you a bag full of food, and always hoping you'll come home soon. Today I picked out a piece of pork tenderloin to make sweet and sour pork for the kids. I picked out 2 more chicken legs to make cola braised chicken for the kids. Sweet and sour pork tenderloin and cola chicken both have that mild sweet flavor that kids love so much. Picked out a few tomatoes to make tomato and egg stir fry at home. Picking tomatoes takes a little care. I go for ones with even red color and a slightly soft feel. The juicy, mealy kind releases the most sauce when stir fried with just the right sweet and tangy flavor. I picked out a few potatoes to make spicy and sour shredded potatoes. I'm buying some seasonal green jujubes. They are crisp, sweet, and perfect for fruit after meals. I still needed a bottle of cola for the cola chicken. The large 2-liter bottle costs 6 yuan, about 80 cents, and the small 500 milliliters one is 3 yuan, about 40 cents. The large bottle is clearly the better value. But I only need a little for cooking, and the rest would go flat if kept too long. I thought about it for a moment and ended up picking the small bottle. After this shopping trip, I've got ingredients for 4 dishes ready. Altogether, the total cost came to 33.6 yuan, about $4.70. Chinese people have always valued pairs and even numbers for meals, as even numbers of dishes stand for completeness and good luck. For dishes is the most common choice for home cooking. It carries the meaning of a stable and peaceful life, and the portion is just perfect. I just got home and ran into my daughter coming back with the kids. My little granddaughter was so happy to see me, running toward me with her little hand outstretched from far away. The yard instantly came alive with chatter and the sound of children's laughter. My legs were sore from walking around the supermarket, but seeing the kids made all the tiredness disappear. First, I washed the rice, getting ready to cook a pot of steamed rice. The kitchen is bustling now. My daughter is here to help me with the cooking. First, I cut cross-shaped slits on the surface of the tomatoes. I pour boiling water over them for a short while, so the skins peel off easily. I peeled the blanched tomatoes. This makes the stir-fry taste much smoother. Then I cut the tomatoes into chunks to make the classic home-style dish, tomato and egg stir-fry. Tomato and egg stir-fry is a beloved home-cooked dish in every Chinese family. It is simple to cook, tangy and appetizing, loved by both the old and young. It is not an expensive fancy dish, yet for many Chinese people, it tastes like home. Pour the pre-fried eggs back into the wok and stir them evenly with the tomatoes. Let every piece of egg soak up the tomato sauce, making each bite tangy and full of flavor. The tomato and egg stir-fry is done. Sprinkle some chopped green onions on top for garnish. The shredded potatoes are soaked in clean water to wash away extra starch. Spicy sour shredded potatoes is one of the most common vegetable dishes on Chinese family tables, and almost everyone has tried it. Since there are kids eating at home, I only added salt to season these potato shreds, keeping the flavor light. Cut the tenderloin into long strips of even thickness. Crack an egg into the meat strips. Add cornstarch and a pinch of pepper for seasoning. Mix thoroughly so every strip is coated with a layer of batter. Heat the oil to 60% of its smoking point. Then add the battered meat strips one by one. You don't need a professional thermometer to judge 60% heat oil at home. You can tell it just by looking. When the oil surface starts to shimmer slightly and a faint wisp of smoke rises, the oil is nearly at 60% heat. The most reliable way is to dip a clean chopstick into the oil. If fine, steady bubbles form around the chopstick, the oil is exactly at 60% heat. Fry until golden and crisp, then take them out. The crispy outside, tender inside semi-finished product is ready. Now we make the signature sauce for sweet and sour tenderloin. Pour the prepared sweet and sour sauce into the wok and simmer over low heat until it thickens and glistens. Then add the fried meat strips back into the wok. Stir fry quickly so every piece is fully coated with the sauce. Plate it. Sprinkle some white sesame seeds on top for extra aroma, and the sweet and sour tenderloin is done. For the last dish, my daughter offered to cook it in her own way. This is boneless chicken thigh meat. Fry slowly until both sides turn golden brown and fragrant, rendering out the chicken fat. Then add sliced onions and apple chunks into the pan. Pour in cola to partially cover the ingredients, ready for braising. Cover with a lid and simmer on low heat. Let the fruity flavor from apples and onions soak into the chicken. The finished dish looks better than I expected. It has a glossy, rich sauce coating every piece of chicken. All 4 dishes are ready, filling up the whole table. Finally, it's time for dinner. The tiredness after cooking for half a day fades away the moment we sit down. On the table are simple, home-cooked dishes. There are no fancy foods, yet they are full of everyday warmth. I once read an opinion online: once children get married, the family can never go back to how it used to be. As children grow up, the old family home changes. Even when they come back sometimes, it feels more like a gathering. The bond between parents and children is ultimately watching them walk further away. I actually agree with this thought. Knowing we will have fewer chances to get together in the future, I cherish every meal we share right now. Being able to sit down for a warm meal and laugh together is already precious happiness. What do you think about this drifting apart bond between parents and children? After lunch, everyone comes out to the yard to relax and digest. The small yard quickly fills with energy. The kids chase the dog around, and laughter echoes everywhere. What do you usually do to kill time after lunch?
这个小朋友这么好呀！嗨，哦，这什么来了？1个月没有来了。今天上吃饱了没有？好吃不好吃？下次。啊，这些。过来啊！叫下雨，不要好。把它看都没了，很上要那些的。哇，你好厉害！好，坐着吧，你坐一下，好，不错。
We are getting ready to go out. We plan to drive to the county town for a stroll. This is my daughter's small electric car. This car is small and nimble, very convenient to drive on rural roads. The sunset falls on the car body, and the children get ready to hop in happily.
上车。开心。去公园玩好玩了啊！
Looking at the countryside scenery outside, my mind feels light and free. This is a common Chinese-made mini electric car, very popular in rural areas. It has a tiny body, easy to park, and can drive smoothly on narrow country roads. Even though it is small, the front seats are spacious enough, and the trunk can hold quite a few belongings. It is great for grocery shopping, hanging out, and visiting relatives, a practical transport for ordinary families. We've come to the largest local park for a walk while it's still early in the day. When we walked to the lake, the sun slants over the water, casting soft golden glimmers across the surface. Kids' happiness is always so simple. A single blade of grass can keep them entertained for quite a while. Foxtail grass is a childhood memory for many Chinese people. When we were young, it could be seen everywhere by roads and fields. We would pluck one and play with it. We could tease others with it, or weave it into tiny rings and little rabbits. Without fancy toys, these wild grasses from the fields were our best playmates. The pond is covered with large lotus leaves, with many pure white lotus flowers in bloom. Lotus is a much-loved plant in China. Many park ponds are covered with lotus in summer. You can see all kinds of casual sports in the park, full of everyday life vibes. Along the square sit many open-air kids' game stalls, a very common sight in small-town markets. There is no need for big shopping malls. Vendors set up simple equipment on open ground to run their business. Parents spend a small amount of money, and children get to play and have fun here. These are small-scale local businesses offering a fun spot for neighborhood kids. There is also a fish-catching stall on the square. It costs 8 yuan, $1.10 per person with unlimited playtime. The fish you catch cannot be taken home. You need to pay extra if you want to keep them. It is one of the popular, affordable kids' games at nighttime public squares. In the public square in the early evening, many children are practicing roller skating. This is square dancing, a very popular activity in China. In the early evening, many women gather in public squares to dance and exercise to music. They bring portable speakers. No expensive gym membership is needed. The open-air public square serves as a free fitness space. The dance moves are simple and easy to learn, open to people of all ages, especially middle-aged women. There are several practical reasons why square dancing is so popular. First, it costs almost nothing. Public parks and squares are widely available for free. Second, it keeps people physically active. It is also a social chance to meet neighbors and fill spare time. Third, the schedule is flexible. People come out for exercise after dinner without disturbing housework at home. It is not just exercise, but also a relaxing pastime for ordinary local people. There is also a booth for low-speed electric vehicles at the square, filled with all kinds of compact enclosed electric tricycles and four-wheelers. I made a video introducing these small electric vehicles before, and I've noticed that viewers are really interested in them. They are small-sized with enclosed cabins, keeping riders safe from wind and rain. I couldn't help sitting inside for a test experience. I hope I can own one of these in the future. This kind of enclosed small electric vehicle keeps you out of wind and rain when you go out. I wonder if I will be able to get one someday. There are also several models of four-wheel low-speed electric vehicles on display, with a great variety of styles and colors. Compared with tricycles, four-wheel models run more smoothly and feel steadier to drive. I didn't expect to find an automatic cotton candy vending machine in this park. It's my first time seeing one, and each serving costs 5 yuan 70 cents. There are many pretty shapes to choose on the touch screen. After scanning the code to pay, the machine starts making cotton candy automatically. No manual work is needed. A robotic arm spins fluffy, colorful cotton candy bit by bit. It's ready in just dozens of seconds. When finished, the door opens automatically so you can take it out. You get a big, brightly colored cotton candy. Kids absolutely love it. This is street-style steak from the night market. My daughter ordered one portion for 20 yuan, $2.78. I had only seen steak on TV before, and I've never tried it myself. In my impression, People who eat steak and Western food are those with better finances, dining in fancy restaurants. But now you can get a simple street-style steak at a night market stall for just 20 yuan. Beef is actually quite expensive in China. I rarely afford to eat it, and you can hardly find it for sale in my village. Fresh beef in local markets costs around 40-60 yuan per jin, so ordinary families don't eat it every day. Village markets mostly sell pork. If you want beef, you usually have to travel to the town or county seat. Is beef expensive where you live? Do you eat it very often? I wonder if it's because the price is so low, but this steak doesn't taste as good as I expected. The meat is a bit tough to chew. After all, this 20 yuan street steak can't measure up to what you get in a proper Western restaurant. Still, for ordinary folks like us, it's fun to try something new without spending much. After a full day of wandering, my legs are a little sore, but I'm really happy inside. In ordinary life, this kind of quiet company with family is the best time of all. That's all for today's sharing. Thank you all for watching all the way to the end.